Welcome back to Laura's Design Studio. I did the project today that Petra showed about the shell effect. Mine did not turn out. I lost all my white and everything. So, it's really been bothering me, and I can't wait till tomorrow to try it again. So, we're going to try it again. We're going to try it again right now. So, clear, transparent, but I did add some curl to it because curl was taking over and I lost all my white. So, curl and then my white, and I used a white mica instead of the white pigment, which was totally lost this morning when I did this. Well, you'll probably see this the next day, so it would have been yesterday morning, but alright, we're going to try this again because it's bugging me. So we're going to pour clear. We're going to pour the blue. We're going to pour the green. And the white. So we're just going to keep doing this. Clear. The blue.
She has a dog walker that comes once a day.
Are you trying to tell me that this rather intelligent lady was going to let her dogs be walked once a day?
I've got a new line of trays from Laura's Design Studio. They're more than a little unusual. Hand-poured resin, full of speckles. The technique used is Petra's shell. 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 The technique used is Petra's shell.
Well, that's Clyde. He wants me to go to bed. Well, yes, I know. But Mom's got to do this because it's bugging her. It's bugging.
I know you want to know the name. The technique used is Petra's shell. 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 Trays come in all shapes and sizes. There's no end to what you can design. Get out there and get creative. I'll be right here with some advice.
Physiological disability. How old are you?
I am 25 years old.
And this happened in 2010.
Yes.
Is that correct?
So,
How many dogs have you been involved with that were hit by a car?
None.
Very good. Then you should remember, how many days were you supposed to take care of her dogs? February 14th until when?
6 days, I believe. 20. Well, yeah, 20. I don't remember exactly.
He's an idiot. I want to tell you something. Not only is he an idiot, but he's an idiot and a liar.
Really?
Yes, he's an idiot and a liar, and I'm going to tell you why. Because nobody hires two people.
Two people.
Shut up. Nobody hires.
Trays come in all shapes and sizes. There's no end to what you can design. Get out there and get creative. I'll be right here with some advice.
One mouth for a reason. Nobody.
I just don't understand. If you've watched anything of Judge Judy, you should know what to and not to do.
Poor food, according to him, twice a day. That's what he said.
Yes, I have Judge Judy on in the background.
In addition, pay somebody to walk them.
I've got a new line of trays from Laura's Design Studio. They're more than resin, full of speckles. The technique used is Petra's shell. 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 Made with speckles of ink, as well as some alcohol. You can't make them all the same. And if you look in the middle, you can see that I play some gold. I know you wanna know the name. The technique used is Petra's shell. 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 Trays come in all shapes and sizes. There's no end to what you can design. Get out there and get creative. I'll be right here with some advice.
You said that you went there and fed the dogs before you went to pick up your mother. That's a lot of baloney. You went there once at 3 o'clock.
Got there twice.
I don't believe you. How's that?
That's fine.
And I don't believe your story. That doesn't mean you're necessarily responsible for what happened to the dogs. It just means you're an irresponsible idiot. But so is she. My children could at least tell me if somebody was doing something wrong to them. Your dogs can't tell you. This idiot only showed up once every 2 days to feed me. She couldn't afford to pay you because Rocky wasn't back to work yet. There were prospects of I don't care prospects. I
Well,
I was 17 and
at least the colors are very different now. That's all I can say.
Get out there and get creative. I'll be right here with some advice.
no experience with her dog should now be responsible for 3 dogs over 5 days. First, you see whether or not you're a responsible person. You try you out for a while. I have 2 dogs. I need people who take care of my dogs through the ringer more than I did for my children. Because my children could at least tell me if somebody was doing something wrong to them. Your dogs can't. Your dogs can't tell you. This idiot only showed up once every 2 days.
I've got a
to
new
feed me.
line of
And then-
trays from
Yeah.
Laura's Design Studio. They're more than a little unusual. Hand-poured resin, full of speckles. The technique used is Petra's shell. The
Crop up
technique
that
used is
side.
Petra's shell. The technique used is Petra's
That
shell.
was clear.
The technique used is Petra's shell. The technique used is Petra's shell. Made with speckles of ink, as well as some alcohol. You can't make them all the same. And if you look in the middle, you can see that I play some gold. I know you wanna know the name. The technique used is Petra's shell. 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 Trays come in all shapes and sizes. There's no end to what you can design. Get out there and get creative. I'll be right here with some advice.
Not invited to my house. And I want to say something. I don't care about his mother. He's an irresponsible baby. His mother told the vet to euthanize my dog. Listen, okay? Listen, what the vet told me. Here's there. Your case is dismissed because you can't shut up. Sorry. I was going to allow you to speak, but you can't interrupt me and you can't tell me what the vet told you because that's hearsay and this case has really nothing to do with his mother. Only so that I can get some information from him so I was satisfied that our kid's full of baloney, right? Still doesn't alter the fact that he's not responsible for your children's medical bills. You are.
I don't know if this is gonna turn out, but
Trays come in all shapes and sizes.
I
No end to what you can design.
was laying in bed and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna get any sleep unless I try and do this over again.
Quite frankly, I don't care. The
This is where we're at,
person here is your dog. And your dog
trying to do it over again.
vet, the care provider, good enough. And you allow someone who is irresponsible to take care of your children. He's laughing. You should have seen that before. That's your business. See this side of him, honestly. Well, what do you want from me? What do you want from the courts?
I've got a new line of trays from Laura's Design Studio. They're more than a little unusual. Hand-poured resin, full of speckles. The technique used is Petra's shell. The technique used is Petra's shell. The technique used is Petra's shell. The technique used used is Petra shell. The technique used is Petra shell. Made with speckles of ink, as well as some alcohol. You can't make them all the same.
Looking for another
If you look in the
stick.
middle, you can see that I play some gold. I know you wanna know the name. The technique
Come on,
used is Petra
get down there.
The technique used is Petra shell. 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 Trays come in all shapes and sizes. There's no end to what you can design. Get out there and get creative. I'll be right here with some advice.
Sanderson, you and the defendant were good friends, according to what I read in the complaint and the answer. About 2 years ago, you claim you made a loan to her. Yes. The amount of $2,000. Correct. And you claim a subsequent loan within the last year or so. Miss Manson says that you were a generous friend, both gifts, and you had a falling out over some nonsense, but she doesn't owe you any money. Correct. So I'll ask the questions. Perfect. Truisms that you try to teach to your own children. And one of them is if you lend a friend money, you lose your money and you lose your friend.
Trays come in all shapes and sizes. There's no end to what you can design. Get out there and get creative. I'll be right here with some advice.
I'm hoping I don't lose my white this time. Last time I lost all the white.
Surrounding this first
That's why I decided to use the
it was October 20th, 2000.
mica white instead of the
Can I have a copy of the check?
those Timu pigments.
It was for unpaid bills that she was very
I've got a
behind
new line of trays from Laura's Design Studio. They're more than a little unusual. Hand-poured resin, full of speckles. The technique used is Petra shell. 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 Made with speckles of ink, as well as some alcohol. You can't make them all the same. And if you look in the middle, you can see that I play some gold. I know you wanna know the name. The technique used is Petra shell. 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 Trays come in all shapes and sizes. There's no end to what you can design. Get out there and get creative. I'll be right here with some advice.
Last February, tell me how it came about that she gave you the money in October of 2008.
I had asked her to come over.
Okay, looks like last round.
At that time, my husband was not working. I was the only income, and I wasn't doing very well. She, however, is really good with money. So I asked her to please help me figure out a way to get everything paid, but still be able to live. Okay, cool. We were best friends. So she came over. We talked about it. We had a great afternoon. She said to me, "I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna give you some money." And I said, "Erin, that is not why I asked you over here. I can't take it because you know."
Get back to you. Right.
Because you know I cannot pay you back. Obviously, looking at my budget, there was no
Trays come in all shapes and sizes. There's no end to what you can design. Get out there and get creative. I'll be right here with some advice.
Jeremy will take care of your responsibilities and somehow start to pay her back money that she gave you when you needed it when you were in a pinch. Right. That's what friends do. Right. They help you out if you're in a pinch, but with the expectation that when you're not in a pinch anymore, you pay back money. Go ahead.
I did her hair for free and her daughter's.
I've got a new line of trays from Laura's Design Studio. They're more than a little unusual. Hand-poured resin, full of speckles. The technique used is Petra shell. 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 Made with speckles of ink, as well as some alcohol. You can't make them all the same.
understand what I mean? I do. Good.
And if you look in the middle, you can see that I play some gold.
When did she tell you she
I
was
know you
sorry?
wanna know the name.
Oh.
Petra shell. The technique used is Petra shell. The technique used is Petra shell. The technique used is Petra shell. Trays come in all shapes and sizes. There's no end to what you can design. Get out there and get creative. I'll be right here with some advice.
And so we were friends, so I was like, that's fine.
Okay.
I don't understand is this second,
This is red jasper.
because the second alleged loan was for a trip to Vegas.
Yes,
Well, that's going to be a little more troublesome for them.
right.
I'm debating, do I want to put it at the end like I did this other one? Or do I want to put it like in the middle like a sandbar kind of thing?
Until September, but we finished in 09. So we
Wish you guys could tell me.
When in the beginning of the year did you book it?
the third month.
Trays come in all shapes and sizes. There's no end to what you can design. Get out there and get creative. I'll be right here with some advice.
What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Do we make a sandbar? Or do we make...
When I was 17 and being 5'4", it never panned out. So, January and February, you did not get any money, and then you all decided to take a vacation. Correct. And you
I've got a new line of trays
I'm
from
going for
Laura's
sandbar.
Design Studio. They're more than a little unusual. Hand-poured resin, full of speckles. The technique used is Petra shell. The technique used is Petra shell. The technique used is Petra shell.
I'm going for
Petra shell. The technique used
Lake
is
Havasu.
Petra
Any of you
shell.
guys have ever been there?
Made with speckles
The most
of
beautiful lake.
as well as some alcohol.
I am definitely a Nevada girl. I loved living in Laughlin. It's my happy place. I moved out of there because it was when the economy got really bad and the casinos started shutting down. I was the highest paid person in the law office besides the attorney because I was their only paralegal, so I got laid off. And the only place then that was hiring was Oklahoma, because Oklahoma's economy wasn't nearly as bad. Don't want to move things a lot.
When your daughter told you she was pregnant.
No, I just dealt with it. Not much I could say.
Trays come in all shapes and sizes. There's no end to what you can design. Get out there and get creative. I'll be right here with some advice.
Seriously, Bear? Bear's got something to say about this whole thing. A little late, I already did it. I don't know what your opinion was, Bear, but you didn't get in. You didn't get in here in time.
We tried to get Dave into a paternity and he won't return calls.
All you have to do is go to court. How old is he?
I've got a new line of trays from Laura's Design Studio. They're more than a little unusual. Hand-poured resin, full of speckles. The technique used is Petra shell. 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 Made with speckles of ink, as well as some alcohol. You can't make them all the same. And if you look in the middle, you can see that I play some gold. I know you wanna know the name. The technique used is Petra shell. The technique used Petra shell. The technique used is Petra shell. The technique used is Petra shell. The technique used is Petra shell. Trays come in all shapes and sizes. There's no end to what you can design. Get out there and get creative. I'll be right here with some advice.
His cell phone number changed because she wouldn't stop calling him. And when he did, she didn't have it anymore, so she had my cell phone number and she started calling my cell phone. I actually have audio.
You have a recording of her calling you?
Yes.
I'd like to hear it. I'll speak it up to you. Please hear from you.
Clean up my mess. Alright, I'm gonna clean up my mess. I'm gonna turn on the heat mat in a little bit here after I watch it a little bit.
Come in all shapes and sizes.
And clean up my mess, and then I'll see you guys in the morning, and we'll see if this is any better than the last one. Talk to you soon. Welcome back. Laura's Design Studio, and we are gonna unmold this. Hopefully, I haven't lost my white, but at the same time, I see no white.
I've got a new line of
So,
trays from Laura's Design
let's
Studio.
just get it over
More
with.
than a little unusual. Hand poured resin, full of speckles. The technique used is Petra shell. The technique used is Petra shell. The technique used is Petra shell.
There we go.
The technique used is Petra shell. The technique used is Petra shell.
Okay,
Made with speckles of ink.
I think I lost all my white
Plus
again.
some alcohol.
How is this possible?
Can't make 'em all the same.
Yep,
And if you look
lost all the white again.
you can see that I play some gold.
Okay,
I know you wanna know the
well, crap.
technique used is Petra shell. The technique used is
How do I
Petra
keep
shell.
losing the white?
Technique used is Petra shell.
I even tried the pearl, thinking that that way the pearl blue wouldn't take over.
Petra shell.
Well, crap, I'll be back to square one.
There's no end to what you can design.
Yeah.
Get out there and get creative. I'll be right here with some advice.
I gotta figure out what I can use to make that white stronger. Alright guys, that's it for now. I'm not gonna do another one of these. Probably till next week. I don't know. But I will talk to you in the next one. Like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the things. Hit the black bell in there. In the description box, I have lots of discount codes, including Craftor. I have a 20% discount code for you on Craftor. Now, here's the loophole. You have to go to the Craftor website, which is listed in my description box. Go to the Craftor website. This discount code will not work on Amazon. So make sure you go to the Craftor website, 20% off. They were so kind to give us that, and hopefully you'll try it out, because Craftor, it's the only resin I use.
Yeah.
I love it. So, talk to you in the next one. Bye-bye.
I've got a new